So, people have been asking me, given that Donald Trump is going to be the next president again, um, how am I supposed to live? You know, I'm black. How am I supposed to live? I'm gay. I'm trans. How am I supposed to live? What are we? What are we supposed to do? What can we do? And the answer is I don't know. I don't know. Uh, it has been my absolute privilege to grow up free in the world through history. Almost no human, statistically speaking, almost no human has had this privilege of growing up free. It has been, it's my, according to the founders, according to the founders, it is my God given right to criticize the government. And for the very first time in American history, I'm in danger of losing that fundamental right to tell the truth. So I don't know. I've never before survived the collapse of a democracy. I haven't lived through events like this. I haven't lived in the times that are coming. I'll tell you that I have visited countries with totalitarian, authoritarian governments, and it's scary. Those places they're oppressive, they're repressive, they're intimidating. There's always someone in a uniform on a street corner to intimidate you. There are people who are infiltrators, spies for the government. Think of the way the FBI was misused in early administrations. Like the Nixon administration, to infiltrate hippies and radicals and so on. But they're really reporting, and so you never can trust that the people you're talking to or listening to in good faith, that they're not actually just. So I don't know. I'll give you this. Take out a piece of paper, or if you trust it, start a secure file somewhere on a phone or a laptop, something encrypted, can't be accessed. Get in there and write down what you value. Not the things. I value this skull mug. Write down what your values are. Keep track of it. Write down things you will not do. Write down the things you will not stand for, will not tolerate, and then resist. Resist the government, fight Trumpos in the street. No, I mean, if that's the thing you value, do that, but not necessarily. Resist the moral creep, the moral rot of authoritarianism, where they're dividing everyone up and pitting every group against every other group, balkanizing. Resist giving up your values in the face of propaganda and division, so that you have access to clarity about what is the right thing to do, and resist giving up that clarity for mere luxuries like convenience or peace of mind or safety. that I think is what I have. And then bear in mind that I have had this absolute privilege of freedom. And you, if you're listening to this, more than likely have shared to a greater or lesser extent in that freedom. But most of the world, for most of history, most human lives have been largely unfree, and so there are people who have lived through the collapse of their democracies, through authoritarian takeovers. Find them, talk to them, read their books. At the moment, I'm reading Maria Ressa, How to Stand Up to a Dictator, about the takeover, the democratically elected totalitarian Duterte, who that guy, he was Trumper than Trump. He would shoot people in the street if they were accused of being drug traffickers. Literally execute people himself. Throw journalists in prison. It took 6 years. But they got him out. They got rid of him. So that one, know your values and resist the moral creep of authoritarianism. 2, there are people who have these experiences, and with humility, they can be approached. You can get that information. You can educate yourself. You can educate other people, and that, I'm afraid, that's what's going to have to pass for wisdom, because I have no experience in this realm. I'm flattered that people would come to me and ask me this. I apologize for having given you the impression that I can really be of any service in these circumstances. I have not lived through times like this, and I can't promise to continue to do so. I'm not high on the list of troublemakers, right? I don't expect Trumpos at my door any minute now, but I am a troublemaker, so I can't promise to be available. That's it. Thanks for listening. Black Pill out.